You're with the band Icon for Hire, and you guys have been going since 2007 now, so it's been a few years.
Yeah.
Is this your first trip to Australia?
It is. We are so excited. Cannot wait. Like, I'm losing sleep.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's getting close, isn't it?
Yeah, we got what? Well, we leave a week from today, actually. So it feels like it's going to start a little earlier than it actually will, you know?
Yeah. Well, I did look to see if I could find if you'd been to Australia before and you haven't. So how long have you been trying to get out here, or is this just something that came across you and you jumped on it?
Oh, no. Of course, we've been wanting to get to your beautiful country for years. We've had a lot of interactions online with our fans that live there. And so it's going to be so exciting for us to actually get to put faces to the names. And the fact that we're getting the chance to do Soundwave this year is such an honor. We hear nothing but good things and what a family it is. So yeah, it's about time. And I'm so excited. The time is now.
Yeah. And you do have an album out at the moment, which is actually self-titled. You're just about to release a new single off that.
Oh, we're just about to release a new single. Well, we don't really do singles, I don't think. So it's not really part of our coming plan, but we are playing a lot of the songs from that album at Soundwave, and we're really excited about those, getting to do those live for the kids.
And that's only the second album that you have actually released in the time that you've been together, although you had 2 EPs out.
That's right.
And I got the idea that writing isn't something that you sort of do along the way. That's something you more sit down and plan. Is that true?
Yeah, it really was true for the second album in particular. And I think that was because, you have your whole life to write your first record. And then after that, you're touring. And so adjusting to such a high-paced, intense touring lifestyle meant that my number one focus was being present on tour and giving it my all on stage and meeting the fans one-on-one and really just giving my all to that. And honestly, that meant there was not a lot of creative energy left to just be constantly writing. But I will say that now that we've been touring full-time for a number of years, I feel like the songs come a little bit more naturally to me, and they can't be scheduled like they could. Like for the second album, it was just a block of time, bam, write all the songs, be done. Now, even when we're on the road, I'm writing a lot more, and I think I'm enjoying that process. It feels pretty natural to me, and it's something that I want to kind of cultivate, so that way we don't have to take time off, to make the next album. We can just keep touring and keep writing kind of simultaneously.
And is this following the plan that you had for your life? Were you intending to be in a band and tour the world?
Oh my God, Kat, you have no idea. Yes, 100%. I got the idea when I was 2 that I wanted to be a singer. And when I was 11, that changed to rock star, mostly because of Linkin Park. I just thought they were the best things ever. So I was like, I'm going to be you when I grow up. And I was the most obnoxious teenager in the world because all I wanted to do was find my bandmates. So I didn't even care really about making friends in high school. I was just looking for people that could play music with me. And finally, I met the guys in my band now when I was 18, and it was the best thing that had ever happened to me. And I mean, my love for different creative outlets besides just music is growing. I do a fashion line. I do a lot of side writing. But yeah, this is really what I've always wanted to do, and I can't imagine doing much else.
And so far, what's been your biggest pinch me moment?
My biggest what moment?
Pinch me, like that you can't believe it's happening.
Oh my God, I feel like that's been a common thing. I would think being on Wharf and getting to meet kids all over the country and have being so well received. And we were moved up from one of the smaller stages, Kevin Says stage, moved up all the way to main stage. And that progression throughout the summer was so cool to be a part of. And then also, my favorite band, as I mentioned, Linkin Park, ended up playing over the summer. So getting to kind of hang out with them backstage, grab a couple pictures, that was really rewarding too. We have the same booking agent, which is so fun. So trying to use that as a conversation starter, but I don't think it worked. So I'll try again next time.
All right, so maybe one day we'll see Icon for Hire supporting Linkin Park.
Yes, if you could put some word out there about that, I'd really appreciate it. Get some rumors started.
That's the plan. Your plans seem to have a way of working out, so I imagine we will see that.
I like that, yes.
And the next Pinch Me moment is coming in just over a week when you will be touring Australia with the Soundwave Festival.
Oh, hell yeah. How could I not mention that? You're right. I didn't even think of future Pinch Me moments. My bad. I keep hearing so many good things. Yeah, the more that I'm learning about this festival, the more that we're talking to our team over there, and even talking on these interviews, I'm so pumped. It's about 5 o'clock over here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to go to bed tonight because I'm going to be buzzing about Soundwave.
You're going to have your head full of Australian accents.
That's what I hope.
Do you guys have any sidewaves that have been announced?
We do, but I'm so sorry, I don't have my schedule in front of me. I know that the second one is in Sydney, and I'm not certain where the first one is, so we're doing two.
Right. Oh, there we are. You're with All Time Low. So Wednesday the 25th at the Hi-Fi Bar in Melbourne and Thursday the 26th at the Factory Theatre in Sydney, which is sold out.
Ooh, well, that's good. That'll be fun.
Yeah. So is there something you're really looking forward to? Like, is there a band, another Linkin Park, that might be lurking on the Soundwave Festival lineup?
We really like Fall Out Boy, so we're probably going to try to catch their set. I mean, there are so many, like even like Slipknot, there's so many bands that are so legendary that I would be such a fool not to watch their set and to get as much enjoyment out of just like seeing this legendary, iconic live band, right in front of me. So yeah, I'm going to soak all that up as much as I can. But we're honestly really excited to see some of our friends. We just got off the European tour with Hollywood Undead, the Warped Tour with Mice and Men, Crown the Empire, and then Nonpoint was just on Shipwrecked with us. So it'll be cool to just do some catching up with those guys, and watch their sets too.
Yeah. And then, well, like with this album that you do have out now, I haven't heard like a lot of your older music and that, but from what I can hear, I think there's a lot more depth in the new album. It's a lot more edge in it and that than I think the first one was, maybe a little bit more on the pop side. So do you think all this touring with all these bands and doing the festivals and that is actually influencing your style of writing and that you are putting more edge in it?
Oh, yes, it influences us in a couple of strange ways. So, for example, Hollywood Undead, we were finding that even though we didn't really listen to their music too much at the beginning, by the end of the tour, when you kind of hear the same songs night after night and you see kids reacting so powerfully to it, it like makes you fall in love with it too. So even though like I kind of liked their stuff beforehand, but I wouldn't call myself a fan, now I'm like, oh my God, their music is amazing. Like now I really like it. It's inspiring to me. But I will say that sometimes touring with a lot of the more like dude rock bands, maybe like some of the Shipwreck stuff, it really inspires us to do what we think we're good at. And I don't think dude rock is one of our strengths. I think we're a lot better at putting on kind of a fun show and adding some of the hip hop elements and some of the more synth programming stuff. Like I think that's where we shine. And so we don't want to take on something that we're not. That's not really what we do, but we love that scene has been so welcoming to what we do, and we love touring in it.
Yeah. Is there something you would like to say to your Australian fans about coming? Well, obviously, your show's worth seeing if you got moved up to the main stage at Bands Warp. So
I hope so. Yeah, we work hard on our live show. It's one of the best ways we can connect. But yeah, for all our Aussie fans, we want to tell you thank you for your patience. We're sorry it's taken 8 years to come, but we're finally coming, and we can't wait. And we've heard that they go crazy and they are very engaged. So we're really looking forward to meeting them. And I want to tell the listeners to come say hello after the show. That's going to be our favorite part, is meeting everyone.
Definitely. And to get down to the Sidewaves in Sydney and Melbourne.
Yes, that's good. You put that little plug in for me. Thank you. Appreciate that, Kat.
And you are iconforhire.com is your website.
Yes, I would encourage people to Twitter and Facebook is really good. So that's facebook.com/iconforhireofficial.
And the album Icon for Hire self-titled is available now. And if you want tickets to Soundwave or to the Sidewaves, it's soundwavefestival.com. And you can go there and see Icon for Hire doing their thing.
That's right.
I look forward to seeing it.
Yes, please come say hey so we can meet you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much. It has been great, and I will definitely catch you at Soundwave.
Oh, we'd love that. Thank you so much for having me today. I hope the rest of your day goes well.
Thank you. Same to you. And I look forward to seeing you in a week.
Perfect. All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.